Dear viewers, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, will we be lying if we say that William Ruto used SABINA CHEGE and used KANINI KEGA, and now KANINI KEGA and SABINA CHEGE have been left to fight their own battle? SABINA CHEGE had a good career, had a good future when she had stuck with the Azimio. But Rigathi Gachagua decided to spoil SABINA CHEGE's career by lying to SABINA CHEGE to jump ship, to jump from Azimio and join the Kenya Kwanza faction. Well, SABINA CHEGE in December tried that move, and she appeared to be one of those legislators who were inclined in making that decision. So KANINI KEGA and SABINA CHEGE can now consider themselves as people who have found themselves between a rock and a hard place. They have tried to unseat Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta from that party leadership position. They tried to unseat Jeremiah Kioni from that party position also, but all those have failed. So the latest twist is this statement or remark that Otiende AMOLO has issued, and this is specifically directed at KANINI KEGA. Of course, Wetangula tried to protect SABINA CHEGE by making sure that SABINA CHEGE is still the deputy minority whip. Even though we know that position will be taken away from her, it's not just a matter of time. It is said that it was just because of some technicalities, that's why SABINA CHEGE still retained that position. But let's go back to Otiende AMOLO's remarks. Otiende AMOLO said when KANINI KEGA protested that because Aden K9 had been removed from the bipartisan talk, now KANINI KEGA said Jubilee was not represented in that bipartisan talk. But the response that KANINI KEGA has been given is that if you want to address any issue, any party issue, then you should channel it to the Azimio team for discussion and not the bipartisan team. So this is now where it gets pretty interesting, because KANINI KEGA does not want anything to do with Azimio, despite the fact that he is still a Jubilee member. So he wants to address Jubilee issues in the Kenya Kwanza team, within the Kenya Kwanza team. A thing that is not going to work. First, Otiende AMOLO has reminded KANINI KEGA that Jubilee is fully behind Azimio. The party leader of Jubilee is still Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, who has announced that there is going to be an NDC meeting in around their 22nd, 23rd of this month. And it's going to take place, I think it's going to take place at the Bomas of Kenya, the Jubilee NDC meeting. Of course, in that meeting, we expect to see Raila Amolo Odinga in attendance as the friend of that party. The previous meetings, we've seen that happening, where Raila Amolo Odinga paid Jubilee's NDC meeting a visit, and the same Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta also paid ODM meetings a visit. So we expect to see that arrangement also taking place, because most of the time when KANINI KEGA tried to take over Jubilee from Jeremiah Kioni, you could see Raila Amolo Odinga, Kalonzo Musyoka already going to that meeting to show solidarity. The last attempt, Raila Amolo Odinga was not in the country, but Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta had to come in and quell that tension, and you know what happened. So I started off this analysis by saying that KANINI KEGA and SABINA CHEGE have found themselves between a rock and a hard place. How KANINI KEGA is going to address the issues of Jubilee going forward is going to be pretty difficult for him, because now You can't address the Jubilee issues with Ruto. You must address Jubilee issues with the party leader who is Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. So how SABINA CHEGE or how KANINI KEGA is going to address that matter, ndio shida kidogo, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't know, but you see, yesterday there is this women rep from Murang'a County who told SABINA CHEGE that you need to respect Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. She even went to an extent of giving an example of Gideon Moi in Rift Valley, said that Gideon Moi is still being respected there. But why is it that they are showing disrespect to Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, who is a former president and a member of the Mount Kenya community? Why are they showing disrespect? That complaint was channeled to Ndindi Nyoro, Kimani Ichung'wah also, because they are the ones who have been on the forefront trying to make sure that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta feels belittled and trying to make sure that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta becomes a laughingstock. There is a time here I saw someone say that Rift Valley is trying to make sure that the Mount Kenya are fighting their own, and their own is Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Mount Kenya being used to fight Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, while in Rift Valley they are not doing that. They are not fighting Gideon Moi. In fact, they've shown Gideon Moi utmost respect. But in Mount Kenya, they are fighting Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. So this is something that has been communicated to the Mount Kenya to think twice, that they need to think twice about the issue of fighting Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. So Jeremiah Kioni, so SABINA CHEGE and KANINI KEGA have been advised to respect Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Ladies and gentlemen, can you tell us below the comment section there, what do you think about this matter? Do you think that KANINI KEGA has a way out? Do you think that he's going to succeed? I personally don't think so, because I think that KANINI KEGA must and will have to face Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, because Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta has announced that the party, the Jubilee Party, is going to be hosted and is going to be chaired by him. So, ladies and gentlemen, kindly stay safe and stay blessed until we catch up again in our next analysis.